Okay, so thanks for joining in on our first strength and conditioning style workout. Today we're gonna need dumbbells or weights. So I brought, you guys have already said you have weights, but I brought other things that you can possibly use as weights, cans of chickpeas and beans. You can also load up your backpack with a bunch of heavy textbooks and just put that on your back as weights, or water bottles. You can fill them up, it gets lighter as your workout goes, but there's also just alternatives that you can use. So today we're going to focus on strength training. First, we're going to start with a warm-up, and then we're going to get into 2 different rounds of strength training exercises. Okay, so get up, and we'll start just with some jumping jacks. Again, feel free to play some pumping music for yourselves to get energized for this. Couple more. All right, we're going butt kicks. High knees. All right, now we're gonna do leg swings. So you're just gonna swing your leg back and forth, getting a little bit more height each swing. Ooh. And switch legs, same thing. You can hold on to something for balance too. Couple more. All right, now you're gonna pretend you're going over a hurdle. So if there was a hurdle here, we're gonna bring our leg or our knee up as high as you can around and step over that hurdle, and you're gonna follow it with the other leg. So you're gonna do a couple forward till you can't go forward anymore, and then you're gonna reverse the exact same thing on the way back. You're going over the hurdle backwards. One more. Good. All right, shake that out. We're gonna come into a wide stance, and we're just gonna shift our body weight from one side to the other in a side lunge here. Getting a bit lower each time you go through. One more each side. And then we're gonna come down into a tabletop position. Gonna round out our back. And then arch it up. 2 of these. Then we're going to do thread the needle. So you're gonna thread under and open, warming up your upper back and T-spine. And switch sides. One more. Give yourself a big hug. Open up wide, another big hug. Same thing, do a couple more of these in your own time. Then we're gonna come into a push-up position. You're gonna give yourself one good push-up, into a downward dog, back into a push-up, and a downward dog. 2 more. Push-up, and last one. All right, I hope you're feeling warm. I'm feeling pretty warm. I'll take off my sweater now, grab some water, and we're gonna get into our first round. So, first exercise is a squat to an overhead press. So we're gonna grab our dumbbells. We're gonna have our feet in a comfortable squatting position, so you can have them about shoulder width apart or just wider. You're gonna try to keep your dumbbells at a 90-degree angle throughout the whole squat. So you're gonna squat down in that position. Once you get to the top, you're gonna push up. So you're gonna push up, squeeze your shoulders up, and bring the dumbbells together. Okay, so we're gonna do 12 of these. So work within your range of motion. Come as low as you can with good form. Two more. Whew. It's hard on my shoulders. Okay, next exercise you can do with weights or without. We're gonna go into a side lunge. So you're gonna lunge out to the side and then come back to a standing position. So lunging out, you can do one weight or two. I'm just gonna use the one actually. And sorry, we're doing 12 each side. Breathing out. Two more. And same thing, other side. Now, if this is too difficult, you can just come into a wide stance and go from here to here. Once you feel comfortable with that, you can take it all the way up. And from here, if you need more of a challenge, just add another weight. Two more. I know I'm really bad at counting actually when I'm talking, so feel free to count yourself. And our last exercise of this round is a dead bug with a tricep push. So you're gonna come into the dead bug position, knees are at 90 degrees, arms are just up in front of you, dropping opposite hand and leg to the ground, and then back to center. So that's if you wanna do it that way. If you want a bit more of a challenge, grab your dumbbells or your weights in your hands, and you're going to drop them down to the ground, bring it back up. So you can either do it with a straight arm, or you can bend the arm and then just straighten it from there. You'd be like bent and you just straighten it from this position. Or you go fully straight down. So it's up to you. And we're going 10 per side. That's 10 there. Halfway. Last one. And we're done round one. All right, so feel free to grab some water, and we're gonna start up again. All right, so back to the squat with an overhead press. Now, if you wanna make this even harder on yourself, you can go into the squat a bit lower. So lower down slowly, keeping that same technique, and then coming up. All right, so you decide what kind you want, how much of a challenge, and we're going for 12. One more. Good. All right, into that side lunge. Starting right foot out. Now, if you want to add in some upper body in this, when you come to this position, you can row up. So elbow to the sky, just like that. So you're lunge it out and then bring it up, if you want to add that in. Got one more. And switch sides. I don't know if you guys can hear me panting, but I hope you're also getting your heart rate up. Two more. Now this one I find is my hardest, especially this leg. I can never get as low. So if you feel the same, don't worry. Always have one good side. Back into our dead bug, and we're on. Now if you feel like this isn't doing it for you, try to go slow as you can. Really stress that core and your triceps. Maybe instead you want to hold your triceps working the whole time rather than giving them a break. So it's up to you. Good work, guys. Keep going. Last one. Awesome. All right. That's 2 rounds down. Going into our third and final of these exercises. All right. Whew. Okay. Back to the overhead press. Squat to press. And we're on. Tight core, suck that belly button in. 2 more. Press those shoulders up. Awesome. And we're into the side lunge. Now I'm gonna add in the upper body here. We got 2 more. Make it your best 2. That's 1 and 2. All right, switching sides. Same thing. Good work, guys. Keep going. We got 4 more. That's 1, 2, 3. Last one. And 4. Awesome work. Down to the floor, into our dead bug position. And go. Don't forget to breathe here. Breathe it out. when you bring your arm and leg back to center. That's it, guys. Keep it up. You're almost there. 4 more. Last 2. And we're done. All right, time for some water. Shake it out, catch your breath. All right, going into our next round here. We have what's called an RDL, Romanian deadlift. We're gonna do it single-sided. So, for those of you who aren't familiar with this exercise, slight bend in your knees, so they're not locked out, there's a slight bend, and you're gonna think about sitting on a really high stool behind you. So you're pushing your butt back. You're not bending at the knees to hit a low stool, you're going for that high bar stool, okay? Now, if you wanna just start with double leg until you get comfortable with that, by all means, once you're good in that position, you're going to pop one foot back. So all your body weight's on that front leg, the back leg's there just to support you for balance. And you're going through that same action. So sitting on that high stool, coming up, squeezing your butt cheeks. All right, so the motion is a hip hinge. You're hinging back, coming up to a straight body, squeezing your butt. Now, if you're good with that and balance is okay, you're actually gonna bring this leg up. So same motion with your other side, but your other leg is now going up behind you. So you're adding a little balance component to it. So I'm still pushing my hip back, but I'm kicking this back leg up as well. So with that leg that goes up, remember to squeeze your butt cheek there so you don't get up too much off balance. And I always think about bringing my toe inward. So bringing my toe towards my body. But I'll remind you guys of that when we're doing that. So that's your first exercise. We're doing 12 per side, or if you're doing 2 legs, do 24, or you can do 12 really, really slow ones. All right, second exercise is a chest press. So you're gonna grab your dumbbells. We're gonna go onto the ground, knees are bent. Dumbbells are starting together at the top. You're slowly coming down till your elbows reach the ground, and then you're pressing them back up together. When you come down to the ground, they shouldn't be straight in line on the ground. Think about more of a 45-degree angle. We don't want to make our shoulders unhappy by bringing them up into an awkward position. So you're going from about here, this position on the ground, together and back down. All right, that's our second exercise. We're doing 12 reps of that. Final one, we're going to do a side plank. So we're going to side plank from our elbow, and then we're gonna lift our top foot off and down. All right, so we're gonna hold that for 20 seconds per side. Just doing reps of that throughout. All right, you set to go? Okay, so our first exercise is the RDL, single leg or double leg, whatever you prefer. You can grab weights if you feel comfortable with that too. And we're on 12 reps. So if you're doing the ones with weights, my weights are in both hands. I find that's easiest for balance, unless you want to challenge yourself. And they're just dragging down my leg and then back up. So you're making a straight line with the weights from the floor back to a standing position. Toe is pointing inward, so I'm not opening up my hips too wide. And I'm squeezing my butt cheeks when I get to standing. So squeeze in here. 2 more. That's 1 and 2. Switch it up. Other side, same thing. If you're on double leg, you should be about 6 through, going nice and slow. Whew. So it's okay if you lose your balance. Just get back into it. I like these ones because they strengthen your posterior chain, like that back side of your leg, but you're also working on balance at the same time, which makes it that much more trickier. A couple more here. All right, and we're going to the ground for our chest press. Starting weights together, you're coming down to that 45-degree angle and back up. That's one. All right, 12 on your own time. Now, if these weights that you have at home just aren't cutting it, feel free to also do a push-up. You're working all the same muscles and adding in a little bit of core as well. So if you want that next step up, but you don't have anything heavy enough, you can just use your body weight. 3 more. And we're into a side plank. All right. And 3, 2, 1, up. And you can either hold it like this for the 20 seconds or bring one leg up, a couple feet between legs, and back down. 5 more seconds. And time. And switching sides. Good work, everyone. We're almost done this set. 3, 2, 1, up. And time. All right. 1 down, 2 to go. Grab some water. And we're back into it. Starting with your RDL, 12 reps. Switch sides when you're ready. Remember to squeeze your butt cheeks when you get to the top. Tight core, 3 more. And we're back down. Chest press or push up here. Now, if you want something in between the chest press and push up, you can go from a chest press here to more of a tricep press. So bringing your weights together, keeping your elbows tight towards your body and pressing up. So sometimes I go back and forth between the two. So a chest press to a tricep press, back to a chest press. If I want a little more of a challenge, but I'm not ready for that push-up. 2 more. Good work. And into our side plank. This time we're going for 25 seconds. So we're adding 5 seconds onto this. And we're up. So challenge yourself, keeping a straight line from your head to your toes, keeping your hips elevated. Good work, everyone. That's 20 seconds. You got 5 to go. And time. Awesome work. Switching sides. Same thing. We're going 25 seconds. You can do it. All right, 3, 2, 1, and up. Breathe it out. Try to relax your hands. Got 10 seconds. Sliding here a bit. And time. All right, grab some water. We're almost there. One more round. You're doing so well. All right. Here we go. Last round. If you're finding it too hard with your balance, just anchor that back foot. Same motion with your hips. Pushing them back to that back wall. Two more. It's 1 and 2. Switching sides. Good work, everyone. Keep it up. Feel the burn along your hamstrings and glutes. 3 more. Breathe it out. Last one. And down to the chest press. If you need rest between these exercises, take it. But then get right back into it. You choose what you want to do. These chest press, you can do that push-up, or the chest press to tricep press. Pick your poison. Good work. Challenge yourself. These last 3, let's make them as hard as you can. All you got. Last one. Awesome work. You're getting there. You might have guessed, now we're going for 30 seconds. 30-second side plank. And 3, 2, 1, up. Just gonna hold it here for a bit. Good work, everyone. Deep breaths. You got 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right. Switch it up. Other side, 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and up. Ten seconds. Keep it up, everyone. You got it. And time. All right, pat yourself on the back. Grab some water. We got one more thing before you're done here. So grab some water. All right. So, your challenge. We're gonna see how many of these exercises we can get through in 2 minutes. So time's on for 2 minutes. It's just you against yourself, okay? See how many rounds you can get through. We're gonna go back and forth between 2 exercises. First exercise. Weights are on the ground, you're in a plank. All right, first exercise, you row it up, both sides, and then come into a burpee. Just hit my ceiling. All right, back out. All right, weights are too much. Just come up here. You can just row up. So going from one side to the next, coming into a burpee, or out to the front, whatever you prefer. All right, so you're gonna go with 10 of those. So 10 of those reps. And then we're going into a bear crawl. So tabletop position, just coming up. So knees are a few inches off the ground. You're gonna walk forward, keeping everything tight. Knees are just still a couple inches off the ground. Walk forward 4 steps and walk back 4 steps. All right? And then back into this one. So as many of those as you can do in 2 minutes. Sound good? Okay, we're going in a few seconds here. You got 15 seconds. Get organized. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. So we got 10 row to burpees. You're continuously moving these 2 minutes. All right, push yourself. Once you're done those, into the bear crawl. 4 steps each direction. And back. Once you're done that, back into the row to burpee. You're a minute in. Let's get another round in. All right, 10 here. All you got. All right, we got 30 seconds. Get your bear walks in. Whew. My legs are burning. All right, 10 more seconds, you can do it. Right back into the burpees. And time. Whew. Awesome work. Really good job, everyone. Pat yourself on the back. Grab some water. Whew. Thanks again for joining.